It's the final of the annual Inter-College Dignity Cup. The court is filled with spectators supporting their college for the Kabaddi finals. The match is down to the last two players. Whoever wins this last bout wins the cup and also the title of Student of the Year. A girl in the crowd cheers for Rohan. On the stage, he is handed the trophy when the girl walks up to him and confesses that she loves him. Rohan thinks about how all these other prizes aren't even his dream. His only dream is to win Mridula Chawla's heart. They are almost about to kiss when his best friend wakes him up from his dream. Rohan was having the best dream of his life, dozing on his desk in class. Annoyed, he bickers with his best friend. This disturbance causes them both to tension. In detention, they both have a heart-to-heart, and his best friend tells him he needs to stop acting like Romeo. It has only been 6 days since Mridula has transferred colleges. Rohan tells him he doesn't understand their love. He has been in love with her for 12 years, ever since kindergarten. His friend tells him he's overreacting because her college is only an hour away, so they can meet whenever they want. But it's not that easy, and Rohan knows it. It's not a barrier of distance, but rather social class. The college she is in admits only the richest of the rich of India. The very next day, the principal of Pishori College announces that they are to get ready for the Dignity Cup. She praises Rohan and calls him the hope of the whole college. This doesn't sit right with Abhishek, who is standing right behind Rohan. This is because Rohan has a superiority complex and puts the team down any chance he gets. The very same day, Rohan berates them for being useless and quotes his love Mridula. Abhishek loses it and taunts him by saying that if they are so useless, why doesn't he go join his Juliet in that college? Probably because he can't. This starts an all-out brawl between them. After the disastrous practice, he goes home in anger and even throws his bike angrily to the ground. His uncle stops him and informs him there's something on the table for him. It's a scholarship acceptance from St Teresa College. Rohan is very happy at this news. He can finally be in the same college as his true love Mridula. He rushes over roofs and makes it to Mridula's house in no time. Her mother tells him to enter through the door and not the roof as he rushes inside to meet Mridula. But she is fast asleep. No matter, he will surprise her in college. The next day, he arrives in college in new, albeit very out-of-fashion clothes. Rohan is on a mission to find Mridula. He asks around for her and finally on his third try gets told that there's a Mia Chawla in this college and she is in dance practice. Rohan hurries to the auditorium and interrupts an already irritated Shreya. She ridicules him and Rohan in turn bashes her offbeat dancing. She challenges him to a dance-off. In barely a minute, it's clear that Rohan has some moves. This enrages Shreya and she destroys the whole audio set and just says, "Send the bill to my dad." Maya, who was at the sidelines the whole time, approaches Rohan and asks him how he's here. Now that he has found Mia, he finally starts taking in how over the top this college is. Everything about this college screams elite. From the huge campus, fast food outlets in the cafeteria, to the many extracurriculars provided by the college. Maya scoffs at Rohan's incredulity and tells him to stop overreacting. All this is normal. He asks her what the deal with Shreya is, and Mia tells him that she is the daughter of a college trustee. She's basically untouchable, so he shouldn't bother butting heads with her. She tells him how surprised she is to see him in such an elite college. He tells her about his scholarship. Mia smiles at this and informs him he should probably not try too hard at gaining any girl's attention in St. Teresa's because they'll be way out of his league. Confused, Rohan asks her why he would need any other girl's attention when he has her. Mia confesses that she has evolved as a person and she has different goals and dreams, and they don't involve him. Heartbroken, Rohan tells his old college friends what happened and still makes excuses for Mia's rude behavior. His friends console him, and he convinces himself that she's just confused. The next day in assembly, the St. Teresa principal also gives his speech about the Dignity Cup. It's a bigger deal for this college because they have been constantly winning the cup for years, and it's because of their ace, Manav. He is a very impressive boy who has won the Student of the Year award 2 times consecutively. Rohan and Manav become fast friends, bonding over how crazy his sister Shreya is. As the whole college is in a frenzy over the Dignity Cup, Rohan is drowning in his own dilemma: how to win Mia back. Shreya sees him looking at Mia with a longing gaze and tells him there's a way you can win Mia over by competing in the Dignity Kuo and winning the Student of the Year award. But he isn't even in the team. She tells him their female coach likes men who flex their muscles. If he seduces her, she might let him join the team. Rohan agrees, but very soon curses Shreya because the coach preferred the company of females and his posturing just made him look stupid. But because she's a fair coach, she gives him a chance to compete. He competes with all the other athletes in a race, and despite wearing the wrong shoes, he wins the race, setting a new record. This gains Mia's attention, and Rohan's growing popularity by Manav's side is a game change. Now Mia actively seeks him out and spends time with him, and before long they're together again. Rohan is so happy that not even failing to get into the college kabaddi team gets his spirits down. But Manav, who is captain of the team, feels bad for him and invites him to a private party at the new club in town. The theme is to dress as superheroes. Rohan shows up dressed as Spider-Man. He meets his friends from his old college at the entrance. They make fun of him and complain about how they aren't allowed in because someone has booked the whole club. Maya tells them to get lost because they aren't invited and tells Rohan to pick a side. They both enter the club without a word to his friends. They are in disbelief when a club member shows up and gives them some superhero masks. They knew they could count on Rohan to have their back. His friends enter the club and cause a ruckus which annoys many of the upper-class people attending Manav's party. Mia notices them and scolds Rohan for inviting them in. Rohan is confused because he didn't even think to invite them. That's when Shreya invites them all on the stage to sing Manav happy birthday. His friends are overexcited and very different from the elite class people Manav has invited. Someone in the crowd tells them to leave the club, and a fight breaks out. They get beaten and thrown out of the club for crashing the party. They tell everyone that Rohan was the one who invited them, and they didn't crash the party. Rohan tells them that he never invited them inside. His friends think he's lying and break off their friendship with him, saying that he has changed. The next day, Rohan parks in Shreya's space. She tells him to move because it's her spot, but he refuses. Shreya in retaliation sprays pink paint all over his bike. Rohan makes a formal complaint to the principal, who calls her father to the college. Her father gets angry at being called over because of her bad behavior and slaps her in front of them and threatens to beat her within an inch of her life if she doesn't get her shit together. Rohan is shocked and apologizes to Shreya, but she tells him not to go soft now. She challenges him to win the dance competition trophy that Mia wants so badly. He later finds out Shreya's partner is Manav. He tells Rohan that he doesn't like losing, and Rohan laughs it off. Winning the dance competition is Mia's dream. She has always wanted to be admired. Rohan does his best to fulfill this dream. At the finale of the dance competition, Rohan surprises Mia with a tattoo of her name. He reminds her how she once told him to get a tattoo of something he likes, and what he likes the most is Mia herself. The competition starts, and they are clearly better than Manav and Shreya. Rohan believes he has the competition in the bag, but suddenly Mia misses a beat and falls down. Both of them recover immediately, but this mistake costs them the trophy. Manav and Shreya win the competition, and Mia is distraught. Back home, Rohan is worried about Mia and decides to go and console her. As usual, he vaults over the connected roofs to reach Mia's place. He checks her room, but she's not there. He leaves through the front door and gets the biggest shock of his life. Mia is standing in front of her gate, her arms around Manav, and she is kissing him. Rohan thinks back to how she loosened her hold on him during the competition. He puts 2 and 2 together and figures out that Mia had been cheating on him with Manav. Manav sees him standing there and smirks at him. Manav calls him out, shocking Mia, saying that he warned Rohan already. So no hard feelings. Rohan decks him in the face, and Mia tells him to leave. Rohan realizes that it was all Manav's game from the start, the way he won over his trust and made him complacent. When he arrives in college the next day, he is called into the principal's office. The principal asks him if he hit Manav, and Rohan is confused because it wasn't on school grounds. The principal tells him that those things are just semantics. He hands Rohan his rustication letter and tells him he is expelled. Rohan tries to defend his actions, telling him that Manav was with his girlfriend, but the principal doesn't listen to reason. Dejected, he leaves the principal's office in a daze. Manav blocks his way as he is leaving, tells him that he is no good charity case and that Rohan should have been thankful to him for taking him under his wing. Manav humiliates him in front of everyone. Rohan has nothing left to lose anymore, so he hits Manav again. But this time, Manav has his goons around him. It's 10 against 1, an unfair fight. They beat Rohan up and throw him out of the college gates. Rohan is completely destroyed. His pride as an athlete and his confidence are broken. He thinks about how 12 years' worth of love meant less than nothing to Mia, how she threw it away on a whim. His aunt tells him that he has always been focused on Mia's dreams. Now he can focus on what he wants to do. He goes back to St Teresa for the last time and challenges Manav to the Dignity Cup and Student of the Year prize. Shreya is disgusted by both her brother and Mia. She hates the fact that she didn't win by her own efforts, but rather because of Manav's cheating. So she goes to Mia and tells her she feels sorry she couldn't win her dream prize and offers a placeholder. It's a trophy that says Girlfriend of the Week. Shreya pretends to be above all of this, but her ego is clearly hurt. She tells Shreya she made a choice, and she knows it's the right one because Manav loves her. Shreya tracks Rohan down. He is back in his old college, but none of his old friends accept him. They haven't forgiven him for the club incident. His principal wants him to take back his captain position, but he declines. He has been humbled, and he knows now that he is not that big of a shot, that it takes a team to win, not a single player. Shreya sees him sitting on the sidelines. Rohan is not allowed to join their practice by the captain, Avishek. She joins him and starts by apologizing for her hateful brother. In peace offering, she has brought the dance competition trophy as it rightfully belongs to Rohan. Rohan tells her he doesn't need her trophy and that she should leave. Shreya ignores this and continues telling him that the biggest competition is being held in their city, that it's a much bigger trophy than this minor college trophy. They both could partner up and win this trophy together. He tells her to leave and that he is not interested in whatever she's cooking up. As she is leaving, his teammates tease him for forgetting his old sweetheart, just like he forgot his teammates. This makes Shreya angry, and she tells them that they are idiots and that Rohan never invited them there. She was the one who let them in, and that they are the worst of friends because they never believed in Rohan. She leaves after having her say. Rohan's best friend pretends he pulled a muscle and tells the captain that he has to be benched and that he should substitute him with Rohan. Rohan is thankful to Shreya, so he decides to accept her offer of partnering up for the dance competition. He tells Shreya that they shouldn't be doing this to prove something to the other two, that if they do this, it's for themselves. So every day after college, Shreya and Rohan practice together on his terrace for the dance competition. All his neighbors cheer the both of them on because they have amazing chemistry. Slowly, friendship blossoms between the two of them. Rohan finally gets to know the real Shreya underneath all the rough edges, and when Shreya gets to know Rohan, she falls in love with him. She tells him that she would one day love to have someone who loves her as much as he loves Mia. One day after practice, she gets back home and is holding a cake. Her brother asks her who the cake is for, and she tells him it's her dog's birthday, and if he would like to come celebrate. He scoffs and walks away. Shreya goes into her room, wipes a tear away, and celebrates her birthday all alone. When she shows up to practice in the afternoon, Rohan and his neighbors surprise her with a huge birthday party. She cries because she didn't expect anyone to remember her birthday. Rohan and Shreya take part in the competition and win the trophy. On the way back, both of them are in high spirits. Mia is waiting for them in front of Rohan's place. She tells him she didn't know how Manav would behave and that she wants Rohan back. Shreya tries to tell her to go away, dumbfounded by her audacity, but she sees that Rohan is still not over Mia. She is hurt, but she gracefully backs off. The opening ceremony of the Dignity Cup takes place, and Manav has Rohan's teammates beat up. They end up in the hospital. This makes them work harder than ever before because now it's personal. The first day of the Cup, Pishori College's team gets placed in 5th position. This has never happened before because they were always in last place. The second day, Team Pishori beats all their opponents and qualifies into the finals facing Team St Teresa. The third day of the Cup starts and Rohan tells Mia that it's not the same anymore. Before the final starts, he finds Shreya in the same spot where he first saw her. He tells her to come out and watch the game. She won't budge and he confesses to her that he loves her and needs her by his side. The match is intense and Manav's cockiness costs them the whole match. Rohan pushes this to his advantage and Pishori College wins the Dignity Cup for the first time ever. Rohan is named Student of the Year, and it is all very different from his dream from the start of the year, but all's well that ends well. That's a wrap on the roller coaster that was the 2019 Indian Hindi language teen film Student of the Year 2, directed by Punit Malhotra. Who else was surprised by the turns Rohan's journey took, especially amidst the high-stakes competition at St Teresa's College? If you were in Rohan's shoes, how would you navigate the challenges and heartbreaks of college life? Dive into the film's high-energy world and share your thoughts on its vibrant narrative in the comments below with #Cinemarica.